What's better than a warm, hearty soup for this cold winter? Let's take a short trip to try some of the vegetable soups people eat around the world. For the first episode of this series of videos, let's go to Italy and try Bordatino, or farinata di cavolo nero, depending on the Tuscan town you're in. I will start by preparing the vegetable source soffritto, which is a base for many Italian dishes. I'll finally chop an onion, 2 carrots, and a celery stick. Then I'll saute them in a pot with olive oil until they're softened. I will also add 2 garlic cloves and 1 green chilli, which is totally optional. As you already heard, I'm also going to be needing some cavolo nero, 200 grams. After washing it, you want to remove the stalks as they're a bit tough. The easiest way is to hold the base with one hand and pull the leaf in the opposite direction with the other hand, like this. Once that's done, I can chop the leaves into pieces of about 3 cm each. Cavolo nero is a staple of Tuscan cuisine, so much so that it's also known as Tuscan kale, and indeed, if you can't find it, you could substitute it with regular kale. I will take the garlic out before I throw the greens into the pot. I'll also add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, a couple of sage leaves, or you can use 1 teaspoon of dry sage, and 2 liters of vegetable stock. You can replace stock with water, in which case remember to also add a teaspoon of salt. I will bring it to a boil, and I'll simply let it simmer for 20 minutes. At this point, I'm going to add in 240 grams of canned borlotti beans, but you can also use cannellini or other types of beans. I'll give it a good stir, and then I'll let it simmer for another 10 minutes. We're almost there, so let's slowly pour in 100 grams of cornmeal while stirring continuously to avoid lumps. If you're using the type of cornmeal used to make instant polenta, like in my case, it will only need to cook for a few more minutes. And the amount of cornmeal really depends on how thick you want the soup to be. Although there's no fish in this soup, it was originally made to be eaten along with the catch of the day, on board of fishing boats and trading ships, from which the name Bordatino. Anyway, the cornmeal is cooked by now, so I'll check for salt. I will also add some black pepper. A nice little drizzle of olive oil, and it's ready to enjoy. There probably are better known Tuscan soups like ribollita, for example, but I just love how creamy this one is. The cornmeal gives it such a unique texture, and it nicely coats all the vegetables. Some recipes include pork belly or guanciale, but I think it's already very tasty this way. Are you going to try Bordatino this winter? Let me know in the comments. If you love soups and stews like I do, you might want to take a look at my borscht and caldo verde videos. I've added the links in the description. But I'll be exploring more of them in the next episodes, so stay tuned. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. It's free and it would truly help my channel. So, where are we going next?